Hello YouTube, this is user CubsRule2040 and we're going to be doing a tour of downtown Albuquerque, New Mexico. Artie Penguin 1 and Elevator Man 155, this video's just for you. And Elevator Man 155, tell me if this is anything like downtown El Paso. I know you can see the Wells Fargo building is lit up in green. Come on, TX20, focus. Oh, there we go. Sorry about that. Let's get another look at the building. There we go. Right over there is the Bernalillo County Courthouse. And of course I won't be going into courthouses to film elevators unless I do get special permission. To some extent, downtown Albuquerque is a little like downtown El Paso, and that is it's in just like one small area. And we'll get one last look at the Wells Fargo building. Video still. And of course, I'm in this part of Albuquerque for a specific reason. I have a dress rehearsal with the choir that I'm singing in because I have a concert tomorrow night. Here's the Bank of America parking garage. And over there, I think, is some public safety building. Can't see too much of them because I think those are office buildings that are currently closed right now. Right over there is the Bank of America building. There you can see the entrance to the building, but I think there is a security desk there. So it may be difficult trying to film the elevators in that building. And we've got a green arrow. Green light, I mean. I think I might actually head south and head east actually. There's the Albuquerque City Hall. I'm gonna zoom in and get a better view of that. And there's the Albuquerque Bernalillo County Government Center. And over there, you can see the Doubletree Hotel. Is lit up blue. Elevator Man, do you see this in downtown El Paso? And there's another look at the Bank of America building. Again, I hope I get into that part of the building that I just showed you a few minutes ago. They have the other set of elevators. No, I filmed the elevators in this part of the building though. I think those were initially Dover. They were modded by ThyssenKrupp, I think around the late 2000s or 2010. And we got us a green light here. As you can see, this road's blocked off. I'll have to get into the convention center a different route. Again, here's a good look at the Doubletree Hotel. And there you can see the two tallest buildings in the city and in the state. Bank of Albuquerque, aka the Albuquerque Plaza Tower, and the Hyatt Regency. I know Elevator Man 155, you kept telling me a bunch of times that Albuquerque is a more modern version of El Paso. Again, my downtown is a little like your downtown to an extent, and again, it's just in one area, unlike downtown Houston. And we're going to be getting a green light here. There we go. And the TX20 is having a hard time focusing, or was, or not really. And I believe, like, over there is, can't remember the name of that building, but I remember the elevators there were recently modded by Kone. And again, side view of the Wells Fargo building, which has elevators there modded with Dover Impulse. For those of you who haven't seen Pink Jazz X's video. And another view of the Doubletree Hotel. And I wonder what time it is right now. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'll turn on the light on my watch. Let's turn it on again. There you can see it's 6 o'clock p.m. And the Albuquerque Convention Center is where I'm headed, because once again I have a dress rehearsal there. So we're gonna start working our way over there. And I'll probably come back to this part of the city on like a Saturday or something. I don't know, there's some building, I don't know the name of it. Looks rather run down. And I know Elevator Man 155, I've seen her video of downtown El Paso, and yes, some of the buildings there also look run down. That's an apartment building, not an office building, so I'm not gonna try to get in there to film the elevators. I think that is Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. And we're getting a green light, as you can see. And here we go. And I think I'm gonna stop my camera once I get inside the convention center, because alright, we are outside the convention center, and we are going to work our way over to Alvarado Transportation Center. As you can see, there is the Albuquerque Plaza Tower. Again, there's a convention center, which we just came out of there. What you're looking at right now is a convention center east extension, which, as you all know, has Otis escalators and an Otis Series 1 elevator, which me and Artie Penguin 1 filmed back in June. And now we are at the intersection of, I think, 2nd Street and Tierras. There's the East Convention Center. Alright, for those of you traffic light enthusiasts, yep, we get the walk signal. Yep, you can see the first Plaza Galleria. We'll use the zoom lens to get a close-up of it. Hanley, do you want to hold my stuff? I'm going to hold the TX20 with both hands just so it won't be shaky. Yeah, you can see the first Plaza Galleria. Has the modded Dover elevators that were innovated. And again, you could get a nice view of the Albuquerque Plaza Tower and the Hyatt Regency. Elevator Man 155. Is this anything like El Paso? To me, I don't see any El Paso kind of feel to it. For the most part, it doesn't feel anything at all like downtown El Paso except for the size. Which, like I said earlier in the video, it's compressed into just one area. And there you can see the Hotel on the Luz, which, as you can tell, it's a Spanish-style architecture. So we have a little bit of El Paso here. Yep, we have a little bit of an El Paso feel right there. And there you can see the Acropolis parking garage. Alright, for those of you crossing enthusiasts, there goes the light. And now, let's cross the street. Let's hurry before the thing changes. We barely made it. Three, 2, 1, 0. And there's some office building, which I don't know how to get in. And I'm wondering if it might have a vintage Dover Halo button elevator. I've been dying to find one of those in the state of New Mexico, and yet the only one I found was a 1983 Dover inside an office building on Bernalillo Boulevard. It was modded with the custom classic fixtures. It's modded in the late 90s. There you can see the Albuquerque Convention Center parking garage. As most of you know, it has Dover impulse traction elevators. Wow, is this a little bit of Vegas style right here? Now this is what I call the big city vibe. Elevator Man, what do you think of this? And there is the Sunshine Building, and I might have to edit that part because I don't want to get a copyright claim. And over there is the Alvarado Transportation Center, and look how nicely it's decorated for the holidays. There you can see an ABQ Ride bus. Alright, crossing enthusiasts. And I do apologize for the shakes. because I'm walking here. Holding the TX20 in my right hand. And zoom back out, you can see Century Theaters and Tucano's Brazilian Grill. And there's a Century sign. Now let's cross the street. Yep, here's a light for First Street, and if you look down that way, you should see a lot of decorations over on Central Avenue. Probably get a better view of it this way. If only the TX20 would focus. I think in the distance you should be seeing the Chemo Theater, Sunshine Building, and we've got another walk signal. Anyways, here is the moment you've all been waiting for, right here. That's right. The multicolored lights underneath that bridge on Central Avenue. I'll let you get a good look at it. And my battery is running low. Take a look at that. Elevator Man 155, I bet you don't get this in El Paso. I'll get a video still of the bridge. And I guess since now we're over at the Alvarado Transportation Center, I'll give you a nice one look at the decorations. Another video still. And because my battery is about to die, I'm going to stop the camera. So that's it for this clip.